Time now for a deep dive on federal politics. Joining us with a wrap of some of today's political stories is the former Labor Senator Graham Richardson. Richo, good to see you. Let's have a look at some of the big issues we're talking about this week, in particular the Coalition coming out with this big pledge to cut migration. Do you think politically the Coalition's on a winner with this one?
Well, you know, I'm actually not sure. Usually I'm pretty definite about these things, but there's two ways of looking at this. We have a very, very big ethnic community and they are not going to be very happy with this. I think that will cost the Coalition something. What they would think, I suppose, is, well, the ethnics vote overwhelmingly Labor, so therefore we can't lose much. They may or may not be wrong on that, but it's a big call.
It certainly is, absolutely. And of course, business groups not really happy about it either. They're worried about a shortage in workers too. There have been perhaps a couple of issues that have put some in the business side of things offside with the Coalition over the past week, particularly when it comes to this critical minerals production credit. I was speaking with the boss of AMEC a little bit earlier about why he believes that tax incentive is needed. The Coalition obviously arguing that this is just giving billions to billionaires when it comes to offering a tax break to some of those big miners. What do you think? Is that production incentive a smart policy?
Well, I think the billions for billionaires is always a good line. It's been around a long time, and I think it'll be around for a lot longer. So whenever you use it, I think you've got an audience out there for it. So I think it's something that you're going to hear a lot more of. Those words will be ringing in your ears shortly.
Yeah, all the way up until the next election, no doubt. When do you expect that'll be, Richo? Do you think the Prime Minister might go early?
Well, if I were the Prime Minister, I don't think I'd go early. I don't think it doesn't look to me like there's any rabbits out of the hat that the opposition is going to find. So I think I'd go full term. People like it when you go full term. You can sometimes be punished for going early. Hawkey was once. So I think you've really got to be careful about that. So if I was Albo, I'd just coast along to the finish line at the usual time.
A lot of debate about Australia's position when it comes to some foreign issues, in particular what's going on in the Middle East. We've seen this week, of course, the ICC issue that arrest warrant for Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu. Today, the Coalition is suggesting that Australia should be withdrawing from the ICC as a result. What do you think?
Well, I think the ICC's made a stupid decision. That's all, just stupid. Trying to charge the boss of Hamas as well as Netanyahu's just dumb. And why they would do it, I have no idea. But all I do think is they should all be replaced, because if you're stupid enough to make this decision, you shouldn't be in that position.
Should the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, have come out with a stronger view like yours? Is it a cop-out for him to say that he won't comment on something because it's before the courts?
Well, I'd prefer him to come out with something a bit harder than that. But, he doesn't get too many things wrong, the old Anthony, so if that's what he wants, I'm sure it'll work out for him. But as far as I'm concerned, I get pretty steamed up over it, so I make sure people know what I think.
Graham Richardson, we're never in doubt as to what you think. Always appreciate you joining us with those thoughts here on Afternoon Agenda. Thank you so much.
Thank you.